Hey guys, this is Kate and I have a ton, like 15 Valentine's Day cards to show you, and I'm just going to go through them pretty quickly. I'll show you the stamp sets that I used for most of them, and if you have any other questions you can leave a comment below or message me on Facebook or something, and I'll let you know the details, or I'll make a more detailed video of that particular card. So for those of you that are new to my channel or didn't know this, my husband and I are like really big card givers. Not this past Christmas, but the Christmas before, that's how he proposed to me. I had done like an advent of, you know, like 25 cards, and then on Christmas Day he made me one with my supplies, like asking me to marry him. And so, you know, cards are a big thing for us. So I'm doing like a countdown to Valentine's Day for him this year. So I accidentally made one too many cards, so it actually starts at 0. So I don't know why. I just, instead of having an extra one, I decided to do it that way. So these are the 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 little envelopes that you can get at Michael's. They come in craft and white, and you just buy a whole bunch of them. I think it's like 20 in a pack, and they don't have cards with them, but it's just the envelopes. But these are great because 3 by 3 cards are so easy to make. You just cut a piece of paper, 6 by 3, score it in half, and that's it. So on this one, I just made a little panel on top, and I used, these are so cute. It's a Martha Stewart embellishment, and they're actual, like, it's actually a little notebook that you can write like love notes in. They come like this, and not all of them are, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I guess there's 6 that are notebooks, actual little notebooks, and the rest of them are just like embellishments. I don't know if you can be able to see, but you see how these are all like little notebooks? Aren't those so cute? And they have like different colored grid paper inside of them. I was like, oh my gosh, those are the cutest things ever, and they're 40% off right now at Michael's. So I used one of those, and then I just used some of these sequins from Pretty Pink Posh. They're like the Valentine's Day mix. They're great. A little bit of washi tape, and that's all on this one. And then I just, you know, I decorate the little envelopes just because I like it too. And it's super fast and easy. All these cards are super fast and easy. Okay, so for this first one, which is technically 1, I used this Paper Smooches Be Mine stamp set. It's really, really cute. It has all kinds of fun images on it. And I just stamped the little like beehive, and then the Hello Honey, and I used my coloring pencils to color it in, and then I put some glossy accents over the circle and the heart, and then I just stamped a heart here. And then I thought that the side needed something, so I just used different thicknesses of markers and a ruler and drew 3 little lines there. And then on the inside I just stamped the I heart you. So that's that one. Then on this one, again, this is a 3 by 3. I made this envelope though because I didn't have any white ones at the time, so I used my envelope maker, which is awesome. It's this We Are Memory Keepers thing. And for this card I used this dollar stamp that says I love you in French, and then I used the same heart stamp from that Paper Smooches set, this one I think, or I used, wait a minute, I don't think I used that. I think I used this, yeah. I have some of these little, I got them at CHA a couple of years ago. Like the part that you can shop at. It's like open to the public. When I went to CHA in Chicago, so that's been like, it's not in Chicago anymore, so that's been a while. But anyhow, they're by Judith. I don't know, she might have a website, but they're these like they're wood sticks, and have little stamps on the bottom. They're super cute. So I have a solid heart and an outline heart and a solid star and an outline star, and then this camera, which is like, I bought like 3 of these. I've given the other ones away. But and then on the bottom they're just these little like rubber stamps. They're really cute. That's the heart that I used on here, the other hearts. And then I just used some like embroidery floss or twine or something, whatever this is called. I get this at the any kind of craft store. I wrap that around it. So that's that one. And then for this card, there we go. I used this Squeaky Clean paper smooches set. This is so cute. It's one of my favorites. It just has all kinds of like love machine. I swept off my feet. I'm impressed. That sucks. With the vacuum cleaner. You can't even see that. With the vacuum cleaner, it has all kinds of cute sentiments. So I used that. And I saw, and I can't remember her name, I'll try to find it. I saw someone on YouTube make a card very similar to this. And I was like, oh, that is such a cute idea. So, like with the little, I've actually made a card very similar to this, but I didn't think to put those little dots like for the dust. And that's the idea that I got from her. And that really makes the card like look complete, I think. So, there's that one. And this is, I don't know what size this is. This is like this is a you know, it's bigger than 3x3. I can't remember what size it is though. This is the same size. Oh, I do know, because they're like card sets. It doesn't even say. They're these Paper Source cards and envelopes. And then on this card, I used the Lawn Fawn Love You Tons stamp and die set. And I used some like transparency, and then I used a chalkboard sticker from this Valentine Remarks chalkboard sticker sheet that you can get at Hobby Lobby, I believe. This is one of my favorites. This one, I used this super cute Mama Elephant set called Pandemonium. I mean, how adorable is that? And I just stamped and then cut out the two little pandas, and then I stamped the sentiment and cut it like into a banner. And then I used, this is a dollar stamp from last year, that February 14. It looks, I'm so disorganized. It looks like this. I just didn't stamp the heart part. So there's that one. And then this one, I was just like kind of practicing Copic coloring on this one, and I was like, well, I'll just turn it into a card. So that is the Veg-tastic Paper Smooches stamp set. And I've made a lot of cards actually with this one and the Thanks Bunches sentiment, but I had never used the pea and the tomato, and the pepper. So I was glad to get to use those on here. And then I just did some hearts and some Copic coloring, and yeah. So that's number 6. And then this is a cheat. This is just a card from Target, but I thought it was super cute, and it says, I love you. And I just stamped Happy Valentine's Day inside of it using this stamp set from Michaels. So that one's kind of a cheat, right? That's number 7. And then for number 8, oops, I used this really cute, and I've had this for a while. It's called Milk and Cookies. It's from W+9, and I have the coordinating die set, and I think that this is a great one to have the die set for, except that the dies, as you can see, they're solid, so you have to die cut first and then stamp, and that's kind of difficult to get it lined up, especially for this, like the part that fills in the, for this, I'm sorry, there's not a die for that. For the milk carton, to get it like even, it's kind of hard. The cookies and the straw aren't too bad, but the bottle I feel is difficult. So I used that, and then I just stamped the inside part. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that. Let me. The inside part I stamped in paper tray ink vintage cream, I think, to make it look like milk. And then I cut a little slit right there and a little slit right there to stick the straw through, so it looks like it's actually in there. And then I, of course, die cut the cookies, and then this just says, we're just better together, which is super cute. I don't think I have anything else. No, nothing on the inside. Okay, moving right along. This is one that I made with that same Paper Smooches set, this set, and I used the little washing machine, and then the Love Machine sentiment, because it's so cute. And I actually did this one on watercolor paper and just used my regular old watercolors, nothing fancy, just like the ones from Michaels. And then I embossed it in gold first. Sorry, embossed it in gold and then used my watercolors. And then I just put it on some pattern paper, stamped the little sentiment, embossed it in gold, put some gold sequins, and that's that. So that's number 9. Okay, number 10 is also on watercolor paper, and I was just playing with my new Peerless watercolors in the pink tones. And for that, I used this Evalicious Project Life stamp set from Studio Calico. I used this typewriter, and then I used the You're Just My Type sentiment. And I love to emboss in gold and then do watercoloring or like gelatos or something. Let me zoom back out so you can see the whole card. I think it's really fun. And then on the inside, it just says You're My Type with a little heart sequin. And that's the envelope. Then this one was just super simple. I just took a piece of the Amy Tangerine chipboard that it comes like thickers. You know, I got it. It came in the Hip Kit Club kit last month. It comes like thickers, but it was a piece like this, but it said I Heart You, and I just gold embossed it, and then I just backed it with some pattern paper and then some more pattern paper, and then that's the envelope. Okay, then this one I used my modeling paste, and I used a stencil, and I used this Bombay India ink in magenta to color the modeling paste to make it the darker pink. And then as I did a layer, then I would add some of the white India ink to the modeling paste to make it lighter. So then I would spread that, and then that's how I got that gradient look. Sorry. And then that's a chalkboard sticker from that same sticker sheet that I showed you before. Okay, almost done. Then on this card, I just basically created like a little panel that was, you know, a little bit smaller than 3x3, and I got out all my American Crafts ribbons, and I just put them in rows and then folded them over the back, covered it in Scotch tape, and then stuck it to the card. And then this is just a little chipboard heart that I punched out and put on some pop dots. And then I made this envelope with my We Are Memory Keepers envelope maker. And then the last one, I don't really love this envelope. I don't know, I was just trying to use some pattern paper that I didn't really love, so I'm going to move it outside. But I love this card. So I used this stamp set that's from, it's called Dog Lovers. It's from Studio Calico. I'm not sure if it's still available. I know they have a cat one now. But I used this frame stamp, and then I used the You, Me, and the Dog stamp. I stamped it inside of I stamped this first, then the frame around it. And I embossed them both in gold on watercolor paper. And then I used those same pink watercolor that I've been using on these cards, and you know, colored it in. And then I put that on a piece of pink grid paper, and then I used this little paw print stamp here with the Hero Arts new ultra pink, ink, and I would stamp it once and stamp it again, and then put the ink, you know, it's like double stamping. Then for the I Love Us part, I used this, I call it Epic. I don't know what the name of it is, but it's a old stamp set from Studio Calico Project Life stuff. It actually says I love this photo, but I just masked off the photo part, so I just had the I masked off the this photo part, and so I just had the I love, and so I stamped that there. And then that's little line of arrows is another Studio Calico stamp. I just used some stickers to write us, and then a little white enamel heart, and then I outlined it with a white gel pen. And on the inside I used that same Happy Valentine's Day stamp from this stamp set from Michaels. It's this one right here. Let me zoom out. Yeah. It's this one. And that is it. That is 15 Valentine's Day cards in 15 minutes. So if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys later.